All right, guys. Well, exciting and kind of upsetting day today. The green car, the 69, is leaving. Well, not permanently. I didn't get rid of the car. I would never get rid of this car. So the 69, unfortunately, it's going into storage. I mean, you've seen the shop, and there's just no room left. I've been dailying this to work every day. This is in here. That's in here not getting worked on because there's just no more room to finish it. And this car, I mean, lucky for me, it's not going too far. Only a mile or two from my house, so she'll be close. But it's gonna be different because for the last 2 years, it's been in my garage every night. So I'm a little torn up about it. I'm gonna miss it a little bit. We'll still grab her on the weekends, take her out. Anyway, hopefully we'll get some work done on this thing. Get the subframe back on it. I've already got brake line run underneath the car, which is way easier to do with no frame in the way, like I did with this car. But it can be done both ways. Definitely way easier to get it going without the subframe in the way. This will be the last time these two cars share this garage together. Because once this thing's got the subframe on it, they're not going to fit like this anymore. The days of the 1.5 car garage actually having 1.5 cars in it are over. Unless somebody has a half car that they, it has to be a Nova. But yeah, this is going to be it. One less car in the driveway.
Oh, yes.
Garage.
Very happy.
Really? These are what you're going to give me? I'm going to get dirtier putting them on.
Oh, okay. My welding gloves are a little
Where are the rubber gloves that I bought?
Oh, I went through all them with all the
Never mind.
Hello. Oh.
I want to see this wheel's still on the ground, so I want to see what it's doing. Oh, you're off the pad. This thing is lays on there.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I thought it would have had clamps. Okay, yeah, you're off up here.
So we're ready to put the subframe under the car. And how long did we wrestle with trying to figure out where subframe bushings went?
Well, if it came with instructions.
It might have come with instructions, but I certainly didn't save them.
And there was nothing here when
So-
you put this. It came apart, so you didn't have any.
Yeah, so the 69 is in storage, so we don't have that to go off of because we didn't take any pictures before we drove it away. And no instructions with the bushings we had. But eventually we figured it out, and it really is not as hard as we made it seem. But we got it straightened out. So we're putting factory style rubber bushings in the car. Got 3 different styles. The way that the actual bushing looks and the diameter of them is different. The small diameter ones go in the back. The bigger diameter ones with the real thick rubber go right out here under the cowl. And then the largest diameter, thinnest rubber bushing goes in the front with the smallest diameter rubber sleeve to hold on to the rad support. And then this gets a washer, bolt, lock washer on the other side. One thing about these cars is the 68 to 72 models all have a 1/2 inch spacer that rides up on top here. Now, this car, I didn't take it apart. Somebody else took it apart. and I didn't have the spacer, and you can't buy these. I mean, if you can, tell me where, because I couldn't find them. So I made these at work. This is just 4130 tool steel, and I used my 69, which has these from the factory, and I just measured the size of them and recreated them. What's the matter?
Do they name it tool steel because of the tool that's using it?
It's not funny. So anyway, so that's what you need. You need that washer, or that spacer. Otherwise, you'll never get your fenders to line up the right way, and it'll be a disaster. That's that. And we're gonna put the subframe up. Have you finished my landscaping yet, woman? Well, we're hard at work here on the car.
Don't do that you can't do your own landscaping.
My mother showed. Well, this is an alternative to her doing my laundry, I guess. So she's been hacking up my front yard this whole time.
We're pulleys out.
No, we're working on. Hey, listen, we're working here.
How much longer?
Well, yeah, we gotta put a subframe up now. So.
Don't put me
Oh.
in that movie.
So we're back out here. I had some things to do this evening, so we're back in the shop. It's nighttime out. Got my friend coming over tomorrow morning to help me put the rear in this so we can get the car on the ground. And of course, you know, normal fashion, I'm not ready. So I'm cramming the night to try and get this thing done. And one thing that I was unable to find anything new to replace it with, or reproduction, was these front leaf spring baskets. This is the front pocket that sits against the floor of the car. Anyway, if you remember, this car went up on a car trailer and it had no wheels on it. So the lowest point, believe it or not, when we dragged it was this ear in the back of the car, and this dragged and the ear bent. I didn't think it was a big deal. I was like, you know, I just figured we'd replace it, but I was unable to find any. I can't find them anywhere. So I tried ordering the front leaf spring basket for a Camaro, and they're very similar, except you can see here this ear kicks down on the Nova, and on the Camaro it kicks up. So these aren't going to work, which, you know, kind of left me with having to figure out how to fix these. So I bent the ear back, and of course it cracked. So it is what it is. We're gonna weld it and repair it and paint it, and it's gonna go in the car tomorrow and it'll be fine. It is what it is. So let's weld that thing up. Day 2, as you can see, pretty damn early in the morning. Getting a good early start. My buddy Mike is supposed to be coming over this morning. He's gonna help me get as far as we can get here. Obviously the goal for this weekend is to attempt to get this thing on the ground. That would be awesome. Turn it into a roller. So stayed up late last night trying to get a lot of things buttoned up and ready for him to come over this morning. Last night, without you, you know, not without you, just without talking about it, got the steering box hooked up here. There's a bunch of small stuff that I didn't do that I could do before Mike gets here. The subframe's not actually tight. It's just kind of, you know, we just kind of snugged it up against the car, and that was good enough. So Gotta look up the torque specs, see what the subframe is actually supposed to be torqued to. Change out some brake line on this rear. Anyway, I'm just gonna get to work. I'm gonna get to work now. I can't believe you're on time. Look, Mom, I do have friends. Maintenance Mike. Maintenance Mike's new office job doesn't require him to wake up this early anymore.
No, Marks are still on the road.
Oh yeah, like you did it yesterday. Maintenance Mike vandalized my street. Of course, my neighbors are all looking at me like I did it. That just ain't right. Welcome to my junkyard. I don't think it's that bad. Come on, I got that car parked in the street.
I thought I was here just to drink coffee.
Huh?
I thought I was here just to drink coffee.
Well, you are. And to make sure I don't kill myself. Oh, don't look at that.
What?
My wife's, I don't know how she's gonna feel about the motor in the laundry room.
Or the windshield on top of the washer and dryer?
I think it's safest there.
Oh, what do you mean lift up?
I don't know. Whatever you think.
Is the bumper on?
It's on enough to lift it. Maybe. That might be enough. Oh shit, where did all those bugs come from? Yeah, I guess they're living in the
Holy
deck.
shit! They're pitcher bugs. Where's the can of spray?
What spray?
Anything.
Paint them! Paint them! Get the paint! Hey, don't ruin my fresh paint. Well, that was not my finest moment.
Die!
You didn't know that you were going to be an exterminator today, too. Is that extra? I'm choking on whatever you sport.
Carpet chip there. That's something strong.
Yeah, you couldn't grab something less potent. Even with 14s, look how good it looks.
Look like tractor trip, look like truck tires.
This is what my 69 shipped across the country with. And then I immediately rattle canned them black. And left them outside for 30 years.
Yeah, I can see that.
Probably gonna have to go for the
There's only 2 bugs in there.
Clear. Oh my goodness. Yeah!
She's a runner.
Hey, see this, Mike? The car might be back at this angle in a few years. You get a good look at it now, because you know when I'm racing you, you know it might have that stance. It might be I mean, not with those cute little pie cutters on the back, but oh my goodness. You get that camera out of here. It's not my finest work. Four hours later. Well, the joke here should be that we built the whole car in 2 hours, but we're going to spend 3 days with the pitman arm. You running over something? It's way later than I thought it was going to.
Chalk to put on it.
Yeah. All right, for the first time in many years, full car. Well, my definition of full versus other people's.
rolling.
Yeah, let's correct that. It's rolling. It's a rolling car, like on the ground rolling, not on the cart rolling. I really like it. Oh, it's so cool. I mean, it sits like crazy nose high right now, but there's no motor. I think it looks good with the interior and stuff. Just like literally just the way it is.
The interior is done, right?
Yeah, rebuilt front end, all new bushings, shocks. I mean, the only thing we didn't do was the pitman arm because I didn't have the right socket. Take it off. The subframe bushing, the body bushings are all torqued down. We're done. It actually wound up being halfway decent. Let's just throw one fender on it just so we can get the full image. I love it. I love it a lot more now than I think I ever did. I mean, I liked it, but now I love it. I even like it with the stupid red fender.
No, I'm not digging the red fender.
The red fender's ruining it for you? Come on, though. Look, we got a little bit of red up in here from the original primer showing through, so it just looks like all the blue flaked off. I know that's not doing it for him. I guess I'll have to paint it. And we'll have to do something with the red door, because this whole side looks not as great as that side. That side looks really good.
And a door that's got a hole out of it.
No, that's for ventilation.
Ventilation.
Yeah. Oh, it looks so cool. I mean, the garage is like a full-blown disaster. But we did blast this thing together, and how long did it take us?
I'd say 7 o'clock we started probably.
3 hours.
6:30 probably started.
I mean, and that's 3 hours with like actually doing it the right way. Like we even torqued stuff and put new bolts in it and found bolts.
Yeah, we didn't.
Probably spent longer looking for bolts than we did doing anything else. It rolls. Unbelievable.
That's got to do it.
Okay, now I'm complete. How do I look?
Look great.
How's my hair?
Flowing in the wind.
Where's the makeup team? This car has a headliner in it. Mine doesn't. Oh, it's so good.
Is like a headliner in that one?
Yeah, like full headliner.
You put a headliner in the other one?
No? Oh, shuts like a brand new car. I think the back is moving more than the front is. Let us remind you that all of this stuff is used, except for like bushings, right? I'm pretty sure everything else is used.
Except the new pitman arm.
Oh yeah, I didn't change the pitman arm. But the control arms, are off of my 69. I went with the QA1 control arms on my 69. The steering box is out of our 71 parts car. The drag link is out of the out of my 69. The steering components, besides the drag link, are all new. The bushings are all new. The shocks in the front are new, but the drum brakes are out of the 69. We went to disc brakes on the 69. The subframe came with this car, and the brake line obviously is new. But the rear end, the leaf springs, all that stuff is the used junk that came out of my, not junk, but you know, the used stuff that came out of my 69. And the shocks that are back here were in the trunk of the 69 when it came across the desert. Guy bought new shocks for it, never put them on, and I had already bought new shocks for it because I was going with the QA1 double adjustables. But this is the old 10 bolt, the 8.2 10 bolt out of my 69. And all we did was just paint everything. So the poor guy that's bought vehicles, you know, whoever's bought vehicles off me before is just now realizing that all what they thought was new stuff is just old garbage that's painted. Sorry to that guy. But rebuilt, and man, does it look cool. Everybody thought I was crazy. Well, I mean, it looks better now than it did on the cart. Okay, well, I think that's gonna do it for this video because we're out of parts. Put it all together as far as we could go for right now. And hopefully the next video you see us smashing a motor in it and maybe having it running. Alright. Thanks, Maintenance Mike.
You're welcome.
Here at the crack of dawn, help me put this thing together.
Alright, till next time.